The break room was buzzing with excitement. Rumors had been swirling around the office for weeks about an upcoming surprise visit from the CEO. The employees of Dunder Mifflin Scranton were on edge, wondering if he would pop out from behind a box or maybe jump out through a trapdoor in the ceiling. In the midst of all this speculation, one man remained calm and collected, Dwight Schrute, Assistant Regional Manager. He was busy at his desk filing what appeared to be love letters. When asked about them by his co-workers, Dwight would only smile mysteriously and say they were none of their business. This only fueled the fire of their curiosity, but alas, they'd never know what was inside those envelopes unless someone broke into Dwight's desk, which no one dared to do. Meanwhile, Michael Scott, the lovable but dim-witted regional manager, was pacing his office, rehearsing what he would say to impress the CEO. He practiced phrases like "Where's the beef and bears?" beats, Battlestar Galactica in an effort to appear intelligent and worldly. As the day wore on, the anxiety in the office reached a fever pitch. Angela, the uptight head of accounting, could barely contain her worry. She paced the halls muttering to herself, "What if he asks me about the quarterly reports? What if he wants to see the balance sheets? Oh God, I hope he doesn't ask me about the balance sheets." Jim Halpert, the office prankster, tried to lighten the mood by making jokes at Michael's expense, but even Jim couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. As the minutes ticked by, he found himself thinking, what if the CEO is actually a secret agent? What if he's here to assess our productivity levels? What if he finds out about the Teapot Committee? Just when the tension was about to reach its peak, David Wallace, the calm and collected CEO of Dunder Mifflin, strolled into the office. To everyone's surprise, he didn't look angry, nor did he seem to have any ulterior motives. In fact, he was there to deliver good news. He announced that the company was doing so well that they were giving everyone in the Scranton branch a raise, except for Stanley, because he was retiring, and he was also giving them all the afternoon off. The office erupted in cheers, but amid the celebration, something strange happened. Dwight stood up from his desk and in a trembling voice announced that he had something to share with the office. He began to read from one of the letters he had been filing, saying, "My dearest Mose, I awoke this morning before the sun, eager to begin my work in the beet fields. For it was on this day 10 years ago that we began our most ambitious project yet, building a paper airplane that could fly to Canada and back before sundown." Everyone stared at Dwight in bewilderment. What did this mean? Was he having a midlife crisis? Had he been writing love letters to his cousin Mose the whole time? No one could understand what was going on. Michael, ever the impulsive leader, decided to seize the moment. He stood on top of his desk and yelled, "That's all well and good, Dwight, but I have some exciting news to share as well." He then proceeded to announce that he had purchased a new copy machine for the office, which was met with groans and eye rolls. Jim couldn't help but think, here we go again. As Michael rambled on about the features of the new copy machine, Jim leaned over to Pam and whispered, "Do you think Dwight's having a breakdown? Or is this part of some elaborate plan to get us all fired? Because if it is, it's working." Pam looked back at him with a mixture of amusement and concern. "I don't know, Jim," she replied. "But one thing's for sure, this is going to be one hell of a meeting tomorrow." And with that, the employees of Dunder Mifflin Scranton headed home for the day, leaving the fate of the office and their jobs hanging in the balance.